into some FCG stuff. Because Killer Instinct came out. Granted, I've never played Killer Instinct before. Oh man. Except in arcades, but I never grew up with Killer Instinct. But I see people playing it on TikTok. And it makes sense. Let's see. I kind of want the... No. I want the rare on it. I got my boy. When I do play Killer Instinct, I play TJ Combo. This will reward you for how many combos you get, but this is like Mortal Kombat. This is actually one of the cheap Mortal Kombat copies that actually was successful. And this is just me doing research. This was actually one of the, you know... Because, I mean, I had War Gods growing up as a kid. War Gods on N64, that was pretty fire. I might even plug up the 64 and bring that out because I'll never put it on here because it was a real bad, cheap knockoff of War Gods. But if anybody who plays War Gods, what you know about that Voodoo and what you know about that Voodoo and Valhalla and that sexy ass pagan names? Come on, put it in the comments. What you know about those? What you know about those mains? I haven't played fighting games in a long time, so I'm kind of rusty. You know what? I want to see the health. There. Yeah, I'm not seeing the health. I don't want to just cheat. Of course, you can. If you want to know how this is cheat, this is how you cheat. I'm not gonna do that no more though. No more of that. If I get my ass whooped, I get my ass whooped. I'm very rusty right now, though. I'm really rusty on fighting games right now. I'm playing nothing but Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Wow, this is a new screen. Well, it don't matter, I'm dead. This is a new transition. And this is some classic arcade, not worrying about no problems, no drama, no chaos, no bills, no high rent, just straight up in the arcade right now, putting, you know, 25 cents in the arcade machine, just to have to put another 25 cents after you get your ass whooped. Imagine yourself back in the 90s getting a large pizza, large cheese, large pepperoni pizza back in there. Even though I shouldn't be eating that stuff because I'm trying to build my body, but you know, just imagine yourself. Let this be. This should be an ASMR about that. Just imagine the smell of the pizza, the sizzling of the pizza, while you're playing the arcade Killer Instinct. Cheer for your friend to win. Which, let's be honest, these old fighting games cheat anyways. Again, you know, Street Fighter 2, man. Street Fighter 2 was the first one I played with me and my grandpa. I was 4 years old. I think 4 or 5. I remember we spent an entire 3 nights trying to fight Bison. But Bison was bodying both of us. Bison didn't even let us get up. We were playing Life Alert the game. And before Life Alert was a thing, we were playing Life Alert. No, seriously, Bison's combos were so bad that But old school fighting games, the final bosses will always be cheese. Yeah, there was no assist, there was no V trigger, there was no, you know, rage arts or whatever you have in other fighting games. I think nowadays they perfected fighting games. The only thing old fighting games are used for is to have fun with people if you have a party. You know, of course, play some Mario Party with it and play some other stuff with it. In fact, I only got this Nintendo services, really. So if I have friends over, we could play some Mario Party. But I also like some of the library, too. I like the Super Nintendo, N64, Sega Genesis, and all that stuff library. I'm kind of tired of playing newer stuff now. I want to kind of go back and play some old stuff, you know. And I've been having like a 90s week anyways. I've been watching X-Men 97, solid show. I like it. Playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Beat that. I've been going back to watching the old Dragon Ball Z movies, like the original Dragon Ball Z movies, back in the back in the day. Fatal Fury, Street Fighter. Watching Batman the Animated Series, going back to my time. Y'all guys don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just some old ass man to you guys. I didn't mean to do that. That time I did not mean to do that. God damn, he's ripping me apart. Fuck. Just finish me off, bud. Yeah. Sorry, I'm not happy. I'm a little salty. But again, I'm kind of rusty on fighting games right now. I gotta pick my combo. Because that's actually the one time I've made someone else outside the one I normally. I mostly made edgelord characters. Because I made Sephiroth in Smash. But if they would have put Vincent in Smash, I probably would have, picked him over Sephiroth. But for Urgets, I made Vincent. And they never had it, besides the mobile game, they never had a Vincent. Which that's another thing why I think also NT failed. Don't get me wrong, Tifa was good. I liked Tifa. And the way she was designed was like the original. It was fine. It's just, I want some new characters. If not Vincent, Zack. Somebody that is, brand new for the 7 representative in Dissidia. Okay, but wow. Wow, I'm playing a victim. I'm playing a victim. This is exactly why they don't allow pit bulls in nice neighborhoods. Because you get mauled to death. Just kidding. Pit bulls are nice. I think people are making a bunch of hoo-ha about that. Same thing with Rottweilers. We'll do one more, then I'm gonna quit. I just wanted to do some more fighting game stuff. I've done plenty of Final Fantasy and plenty of Fortnite stuff. I'm kind of getting tired. And a lot of subject stuff. I did get a lot of views on my Brandon Brutal video. My Brandon Brutal, coverage. Well, like I said, he's like Tipster. If he just quit over-explaining stuff and, bringing up corn in the subject where you're getting people not even just allegations by itself, but people calling you a creeper weirdo would not be the best thing to talk about the corn you're watching, bud. I would say the other word, but YouTube don't like that word. Same thing with TikTok. They don't like the real word, so it's corn. I won. Okay, let's see the next one. But yeah, that's the thing about going back on the whole Brandon Brutal. I think he's just like Tipster. He just runs his mouth, says the wrong stuff, over-explains what you don't want to do. Like I said, you get yourself in any kind of trouble. It's the same thing with how if Tipster just said that if Tipster just said, look, Lolly's bad, it's wrong, Bosch is wrong for having a computer, people leave Tipster alone. It would just be fine. But it's when you go out your way to over-explain and defend it, it's going to give people, those reactions. And I'm looking at also the fact that it's like even in the real world. Like you wouldn't go to the grocery store and say, that someone's so, you know what I'm saying. It's like the same thing with Brandon Brutal. And maybe he has some mental deficiency, but I think the thing with Brandon Brutal, in my opinion, is that, not only he gets caught up, he gets desperate because he's horny, obviously. I mean, it's obvious he is because he talks about the corn he watches. But the over-explanation, the fact he mentions he watches corn. You know, it doesn't matter what you have your FAP attack off of. Corn's just one of the things you don't want to tell people you're into, especially when you're facing against allegations and anything that's unsavory of that. It makes sense. It's like, that's the problem. But I think I've explained it better there. And then the fact that someone, the decoy, he wanted to go back and re-message her. It's like, don't do that. You know, once you get caught up and you find out, you know, they're either a decoy or they're underage, just block them. That's it, block. Get rid of them. Don't keep talking to them. That's what he did wrong. You know? How about this? Let's stop DMing women on the internet. Unless you absolutely know somebody, and I'm talking about you know, you've talked to each other as beyond the content creation and parasocial relationship to actual friendship. How about we just stop DMing random women on the internet? That would probably save you a lot. And I got my ass kicked too much. I'm pissed. I'm done.